your feet with this one. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Y'all know what time it is. Just talking to y'all about the sport that we love, boxing and more. It's a hot day out here. You see I'm shirtless. Uh, just chilling, man. Want to talk to the people who love me and I love them. My friends, my only friends, my channel. And I thank y'all for y'all comments early on the video about me explaining to y'all why I wasn't making the videos that I was making. I want to give a shout out to D-Town Blaster, my brother. I truly appreciate you. And I just want to talk to y'all, you know what I'm saying, about life and more. And y'all seen my video earlier. I just left a friend trying to help them move. That really didn't go the right way. I felt like me trying to help people, I always end up with the short end of the stick. But it's gonna be all right. I did my part. I'm not perfect myself. I have my ways, but I still try my best to make sure that other people are okay or that I can help them in any way or shape or form. But you see the title of the video, we talking about boxing, life, and more. And as far as in my life, a lot of things have been crazy. I explained that to y'all, but things are going to get better now. I plan to, reincarnate myself, as a living being and come back to y'all a whole lot better. And I will be showing y'all the videos. I'm at my father and mother's house right now. My father has a weight bench that we have had since I was a kid. This is actually the second weight bench, and my father always had me lifting weights since I was a child. So I will get back on them. Y'all gonna see your boy Easy get real big in a minute. You understand me? So don't be looking crazy if it look like I'm out here training. You understand me? Because I won't be training, but I am finna get back in shape. My job is very physical, and even though I plan to leave it, I don't plan to be there that long going through all that physicality. But sport of boxing, I told y'all Tank is gonna knock. Riley may knock Tank out. Tank is a good fighter, disciplined fighter, skillful fighter, has a lot of levels to him. But at the end of the day, this is not going to be a boxing match, in my opinion. I think that Rolly Romero is literally going to come out there with intentions to knock Tank out from round one. And he may tire himself out and get knocked out. But as far as for the first 5 rounds, I feel that Tank Davis is in a lot of trouble messing with Rolly Romero. You hear a lot of people in boxing dog Rolly Romero, talk about Rolly Romero. Morale is trash. Rolly is this. Why a lot of them don't talk about them sparring sessions they had with Riley? Because from what I heard, he said he beat Hitchens up, which is one of Tank's friends, which he hangs with Shakur, Richard Hitchens. Said he beat him up. I seen him beat up Ryan Garcia in sparring. Ryan Garcia handled his own, but he was getting manhandled by Riley. I never seen him box Devin Haney, Teofimo, or nobody like that. But at the same time, I know Riley, like he said in the interview today of Fight Hype, he said, nobody likes me, and I understand why they don't like him. I believe that in sparring, Riley beats a lot of people up. I think that Tank really doesn't want to fight Riley Romero, in my opinion. And the reason I think that is because Riley doesn't have skill set. Riley is not a fighter who has levels to him. Riley can adapt. Riley holds his leg out too far. He's not a combination puncher. His jab looks pathetic. But at the same time, the power that stands behind him, if he catches Tank Davis, we will have to see what that chin is really about. You can have all the skill set in the world, but once a punch hits your chin, it becomes a totally different thing. And Tank is a hell of a fighter. Tank reminds me of Floyd Mayweather. He has a lot of skill set. I have yet to see Tank adapt. And that's what a lot of people, who are Tank fans are lacking at. We have seen Tank through no controversy. We've seen Boots through no controversy. We have seen no fighters through any controversy yet to say that they are great champions. Now, of course, Tank has fought fighters who are on championship level, but we have yet to see him adapt and go through adversity. We've yet to see Boots adapt and go through adversity. We've yet to see Conor Benn Virgil Ortiz, and many more fighters go through this situation in boxing. That's what shows you are great, being able to adapt in the ring. Anybody can go out there and throw a punch. It's about adapting. And that's what I see. That's what I need to see from Tank. And let me say this first. Because of the competition, I'm not saying all his competition is lackluster. I'm not saying that. But it's not his fault that he's on another level so good that people who are actually champions don't give him problems. But I would love to see that fight when Tank is losing 4 rounds straight and see if he can come back out of it. Like Floyd Mayweather versus Zab Judah. Floyd Mayweather lost the first 3 rounds against Zab Judah, but he adapted. Floyd realized Zab is fast, but Zab has power. If you notice when Floyd Mayweather fought Zab Judah, whenever Floyd would come in with his straight right hand, Floyd would lean in and clinch him. That way he could have no punch output and Judah could have nothing firing back. That began to start frustrating Zab Judah. If you look at the 8th or 9th round, you see Zab Judah go back to the corner and stand up and look at Floyd Mayweather like he could put a knife through his neck like butter. And that was because he frustrated Zab Judah. It's a mind game. Boxing is not about rock'em sock'em robot hit me. It's hit and not get hit. I'm not supposed to stand there and take a punch from you. Floyd is a master of that. I have never, let me put it to you like this, and anybody can have their opinion that they want. You could say Ray Robinson was the best ever. You could say Muhammad Ali was the best ever. I have never seen a fighter fight like Floyd Mayweather. I have never seen a fighter on his level. Skill set, being able to adapt, footwork, defense. One of the most best defensive fighters we have ever seen in our life. Besides Willie Pelt, Pernell Whitaker. And a lot of people don't say, but Tevin Farmer will eventually be in that group as well. Tevin Farmer is very defensive. Who else? Some more real defensive fighters that don't. That's about it. It's special to see a defensive fighter. Somebody who can dodge punches, counters. I mean, come on, man. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it is when it comes to that. But we have yet to see the fighters who are being highlighted today adapt. You see them fighting former 140 pounders or somebody in a weight class behind them, and then we say they great. That's not fair. That's not right. You say a fighter's great when they fight good competition. When you can say a fight is 50-50, then that's a great fight. When you see a fighter and you say, oh, I know he gonna beat him, that's not competition. That's not competition at all. We got to do better as boxing fans. That's why we don't get the fights that we want. We have to demand this from the big boxing channels that you all watch. You have to demand these type of things. Ask the questions. Not ES News. Fight Hub is a great channel. Out of all the big channels, no disrespect to nobody. If it offend you, it offend you. But Fight Hub is a great boxing channel. I've seen this man ask boxers questions that have irritated them, made them mad, and that's what a journalist is supposed to do. We're not supposed to be on that. You're not supposed to be in front of a boxer asking them questions to be their fanboy. You're supposed to be on there asking them questions that the public want to know about. Why are you not fighting this fighter? What's the negotiations going on with this fighter? Are you ducking him? He said you ducking him. How long we got to wait for this fight? Why haven't you fought such and such? These are the questions people need to be asking, but instead we get, oh man, you looking real good, man. Oh, you punched the bag real hard. Look at his power. Look at how good he looks. They sound like women. They sound like women. That's how women sound. You supposed to be on the ass, man. Hey, we've been waiting 5 years on you versus Demetrius Andrade. What's the problem? Why haven't we got this fight yet? That's the questions that should be asked, not this fanboy. Oh, I'm so happy to meet you. How you doing? Oh, you looking great. Oh, he punches the bag so hard. You can punch a bag hard too. You can do it too, Punchinella. But then yet, y'all come on my channel, y'all criticize me for speaking my natural opinion. Just because a fighter is black, I don't have to co-sign a black fighter. If a white fighter can beat them, a Filipino fighter, a Latino, Mexican can beat them, I'm going to say that they can beat them. I don't have to co-sign because of my color. You know something my dad always taught me though. There's a difference between boys and men. There's a difference between boys and men. A man gonna speak his opinion. Boys gonna speak a group's opinion. Whether you like it or not, that's what the comment section is for. You know, I tell y'all, when Tank fight Ryan Garcia, Tank gonna get knocked out. Devin Haney is gonna beat Kambosos Jr. And the reason that Devin Haney is gonna beat Kambosos Jr. is because Kambosos Jr. leaves his left hand down and he's weak for an overhand right. Other than that, I probably would have went with Kambosos like I did before. But Kambosos is weak for an overhand right behind a jab. He falls for it every time. Every time he gets hit with it. Devin Haney is too superior of a boxer to not catch him with that multiple times. So Devin Haney is gonna beat Kambosos Jr. twice in a row. He gonna beat him twice and take his belts. I was gonna go for Kambosos Jr. because he opened up on the inside. He can move backwards. He can punch off the back foot. I thought he had decent defense until I realized and I saw the video of him actually leaving his left hand down like that. You cannot do that against Devin Haney. You can't. A dog don't learn tricks overnight either. Now, I'm sure. See, this is the thing about having a team. You know what I'm saying? A team in anything, especially when you're a fighter. You risking your life. You could die in the ring. This is when you need people around you who really care about you for them 10%. If my trainer is not on the internet every day and night watching footage of my opponent, finding his weaknesses, making sure I can find a way to beat him, I don't need that trainer. I'm not finna pay you 10% of my earnings for me to have to figure out how my opponent fight when I pay you to do that. You should be dissecting everything that his flaws. He keep his left hand down. He can't take body shots. When you're aggressive on him, he don't clinch and hold. He'd rather fight it out. All this need to be told to me. That's what your 10% for. I shouldn't have to come to my trainer and say, well, what you think I should do? If I do that, then you fired. The game plan should already be, you're only as good as your team. And that's in any form of life. You only as good as your team. You only as good as your team. If my team focused on making sure I'm the best thing smoking, I'm going to be the best thing smoking. But if my team mediocre and just want a paycheck, guess what? You're going to lose. What's up with you, Jay? You're going to lose. You only as good as your team. There's a lot of trainers around getting 10% for nothing. For nothing. In Georgia, hey, how you doing, Georgia? A lot of trainers are getting 10% for nothing. Ain't no way. If I gotta ask my trainer any question about my opponent, I don't need you anymore. I don't want you anymore. I don't need you anymore. I'm paying you 10% of my earnings. Because see, this is the thing, peddling in the flesh. In all forms of entertainment is peddling in the flesh, but I would hate it in boxing because I have to train. I have to do push-ups, sit-ups, stay away from my wife. I can't have sex. I can't be around my wife. I got to stay away from my family to go train. And then I'm dealing with an inadequate team. I'm dealing with people who's only concerned with, you know what I'm saying? You feel me, Jay? I would be mad as hell, bro. If I got to come ask you, my coach, and say, what's his weakness? I don't really know. I ain't watched nothing on. What you mean you ain't watched nothing? What I'm paying you for? Oh, I got other people I got to train. Well, give me my 10% back, and you go train them other people. You go train them. Give me my money back. I could be sending my mama that money. I could be sending my mama that money, and you sitting up here playing with it. Ain't teaching me nothing. And this the most craziest thing I ever seen in boxing. Who gets a trainer who ain't never boxed? Who gets a trainer that has never boxed? That's ridiculous. It's trainers who have never fought a day in their life. How you gonna tell me how to get up from a knockdown? How you gonna tell me how to? You never experienced nothing. How you gonna tell me something? See, here's stuff that I learned from the sport, from watching boxing and loving boxing so much. You know, I never knew that when a fighter is hurt, that they tap on the back of their head so they can count the numbers. You know, when they count the numbers in front of a fighter, they be like, what number is this? Your trainer taps you in the back of the head 3 times. If it's the number 3, they be like, 3. They're like, what number is this? You probably can't even see, but your trainer's tapping you on the back of your head to let you know what number they calling out. So when they say but it may be a number 2, he tap you on the back of the head twice. Oh, 2. There's a lot of secrets. Like I was telling y'all, look, about the WBO. Tim Tszyu, Jermell Charlo. Sebastian Fundora deserves that number 1 fight with Jermell Charlo. But if you go back and you watch about the WBO is dirty as hell. The WBO, the guy who run it in now, got it from a family member. And they was taking bribes back then. This on footage. This ain't me saying it. This ain't my opinion. You go on YouTube and watch this. They was accepting money. So Tim Tszyu being pushed up as a mandatory 30 days after an undisputed fight, somebody sent somebody some money. That's a pocket play. Because Fundora deserves that. He beat Erickson Lubin. Erickson Lubin has been waiting almost 2 years for that rematch. The WBO is dirty. Boxing is dirty, period. That's what people need to understand. You peddling in flesh. You collecting money off somebody else's back. That's dirty anyway. And then what another fight? I was gonna make a video about Erislandy Lara when he back. Erislandy Lara saying he be inducted again like he was at 154, which is sad because we got Triple G, Chris Eubank Jr. We got Demetrius, not Demetrius Andrade no more. Charlo at 160. This man still being inducted. That's pathetic going on. Other than that, we ain't really got no more headliner fights. Besides Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford, which I don't care to talk about anymore until the fight happens. We can go on for 100 years talking about Spence versus Crawford, but y'all know who I'm riding with. I think Terrence Crawford will beat Errol Spence. Errol Spence is a hell of a fighter. Shout out to Errol Spence. Much respect to him. But that's my opinion when it comes to boxing. I think that Crawford will get him. But it will be a dangerous fight for Crawford because Spence is no joke himself. He has a lot of power. He is very fundamental, but I just think he's one-dimensional. And I think that Terrence Crawford has more in his arsenal to beat Errol Spence Jr. That's just my opinion. As far as heavyweight, Usyk and AJ, I don't really care. AJ wasn't supposed to lose to a cruiserweight in the first place. So I can't really say if he's going to beat him again. Tyson Fury retiring. If Tyson, this is another video I got to make too, but I'm going to say it in this video. If Tyson Fury retires, Deontay Wilder conquers the heavyweight division. Y'all know that, right? If Tyson Fury retires, Deontay Wilder cleans out the heavyweight division. Hands down. Hands down. And no, I'm not saying that because I'm from Alabama. He cleans out the whole heavyweight division. That's the truth. Y'all ain't talking to me. We got to keep going in. I said boxing, life, and more. Boxing, life, and more. So y'all got to talk to me and let me know about something. What fight y'all talking about? What you done seen? What's going on in the sport of boxing? Y'all hit that like button as well. Once again, thank you, D-Town. Ooh, them dogs need to shut up. Come on, y'all, talk to me. What's up now? Let's talk about the sport of boxing. What y'all want to talk about so I could go in? I wish I had a BB gun or something go shoot them dog. I know somebody to talk about. PSYOP in Buffalo. I don't know about a PSYOP in Buffalo. What happened in Buffalo? Jamal is not going to fight Benavidez. I just had something in my head I was finna talk about. Shit. I need y'all to conversate with me so I can conversate with y'all. That's what I need y'all to do. Can y'all talk tonight? What's going on? Who should Canelo fight next? He should try to get his redemption from Bivol. He should try to get his. He should try to beat Bivol again, but he's not gonna beat Bivol again. I don't know why people think Canelo gonna go out there and beat Bivol. He's not gonna beat Bivol. He should have beat him the first time. Canelo ain't as talented as y'all think he is. Basically, what y'all ain't realizing yet is that need to go on. All that stuff y'all seen Canelo Alvarez do against most of them opponents, that was because they was most of them opponents, which means there was nobodies and they wasn't as good. When you see him step up to the plate and you try to use half of that stuff on somebody who could actually fight, it don't work. So to you fanboys out here who love boxing, pay attention. As long as you fight mediocre competition, you're going to look good. That's why when we actually see the good fights, people who have belts, contenders, real fights, that's why y'all get mad, because y'all don't understand. I would look good fighting nobodies too if I've been boxing since I was 7. Y'all walk around, oh, he a hater. He mad at Tank. He just wish he had Tank money. No, I just wish I see Tank fight somebody. That's all it is. And y'all 1990 babies, y'all act like some females. I always tell y'all that. Y'all be so caught up on the boxer, he don't take care of you. He ain't gonna send you a bologna sandwich money. He ain't gonna take you to your mama's funeral. And somebody say something to him, you get mad. Say something about him, you get mad and get emotional. It really make me sick what be going on today. Bivol got robbed in the cards. Hey, long as Bivol won though, Trish. How you been doing, Trish? You been all right? Even though he won, it should have been higher, and the scores were all the same. Riley could be hungrier than Tank. Riley is hungrier than Tank. I'm finna put it to you like this as far as hunger. Ramen noodles and what they call it, filet mignon. If I don't knock Tank out, it's ramen noodles. If I knock Tank out, it's filet mignon. If I was fighting Tank, I would try to knock his teeth through his brain. If a man stood in front of me and I can make everybody around me and my family life better, I'm going to knock your teeth through your brain. I'm talking about my mom ain't got to worry no more. My dad ain't got to worry. My sister, my brothers, they ain't got to worry about no money. Ain't no way in hell a man finna beat me. You ain't finna beat me. I don't care how good you is. You are not finna. You ain't finna beat me. Like Marvin Hagler said, it's hard waking up out of silk sheets. See, he used to being rich. He used to waking up, getting out of silk sheets, running and acting like he training hard for real. You ain't gonna beat me. Just give me some decent time to train. Not no 4 weeks, 8 weeks. No, I need 20 weeks. You ain't gonna beat me though. And I can change everybody around me life. My mom and them ain't got to worry. My dad ain't got to worry. My sister and my brothers ain't got to worry. And you think you being in... Not saying I won't lose, because skills pay the bills. But I'm going to give you everything I got. Everything I got. I'm gonna give you so much of what I got. You gonna say, you know what? I'm gonna give you something out of my check. I'm gonna send you at least 20,000. You ain't finna beat me. Hell no. Life changing money? No, sir. You are not finna win. Thank you for the comment, man. I appreciate that, Tris. Them type of comments is what keep me going. I get a lot of people saying, man, I love the channel. You know, I love what you talk about. You talk about more. I appreciate y'all. You know, that's what keep me going with the channel. I truly appreciate that. But also, if you watch and I need you to talk about certain things in boxing you've seen, so I can keep the party going. I work just like y'all, so I don't be seeing a lot. So keep me informed, and I'm gonna go in on it. What y'all feel about boxing, life, and more. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I can only do so much. I can only do so much. Y'all still not talking. I heard that Devin Haney can't bring his dad to Australia. I don't know why that's happening. That could be a strategy from Kambosa's camp. I don't think it'll make a difference because Haney has been trained by Floyd Mayweather Senior, so I'm sure his father not being a Conan won't stop him from beating Kambosa, so that won't make a difference. But I think what's gonna mess Devin Haney up is you gonna be in Australia with that crowd. Devin Haney ain't been in a fight this big too. Till now, Kambosa Jr. just left a fight that was big with Teofimo. Devin Haney has not been in a fight this big. So do we know if the lights, camera, action is gonna bother Devin Haney? Will he perform correctly? Not saying he won't, but y'all gotta remember what Floyd used to say. They always say they can beat me until they stand across the ring in that bell ring, and then they realize they fighting Floyd Mayweather. Remember Floyd used to say that? They always think they can beat me until they stand across the ring, and then they realize on fight night they fight me. I'm ready to see it too. Jasmine, I am ready to see it too. I really am ready to see that fight. Why? I don't know, because I didn't like it at first, like I told y'all in my video earlier. I don't care about Riley versus Tank. But right now, I'm eager to see what could happen. It ain't gonna be a shock to me because I've been saying it. I don't know why people think Tank is invincible. Why people think Tank can't be knocked out. Tank is a human being. Now, he can outbox the hell out of Riley if he chooses to, but I'm just saying, he a human being. He can get hurt just like anybody else. Like I said, Riley is now a little lightweight. Riley is a big lightweight. Not a small lightweight, a big lightweight. Powerful lightweight. Strong lightweight. So we gonna see. We gonna see May 28th. But we ain't really got no fights lined up beyond this last fight with Tank now. Which is horrible because it's been a little hot little season of boxing. Riley is really in shape. I seen the video. He ready. But the main concern is Riley skillful. All Riley need is a jab and a straight right hand. That's all he really need in throw combinations. A jab and a straight right hand. He could knock Tank out. A jab and a straight right hand. It's over. It's over, y'all. But skills pay the bills. Shout out to Tank. My thing is, I'm knowing that and I'm feeling that Rolly Romero is gonna tire out in the later rounds, and that's what's gonna get him beat. But if he catch Tank from round 1 to 6, Tank out of there. I'm really thinking Riley might get disqualified, y'all. Riley might get disqualified because I'm picturing him coming out there very reckless. I'm talking about throwing punches from under his feet. Like on my video title, hit your everywhere but under your feet. I think he gonna hit Tank everywhere but on his feet. Or he gonna try to. This gonna be a fight to remember. That's all I'm gonna say. This is gonna be one that's gonna be talked about for years. Yeah. Riley acts slow. But they ain't got nothing to do with Riley power. You know, slow people strong. I like Riley though. Because Riley the only person who been telling us the truth about Tank opponents. He the only person who been telling us the truth about Tank opponents. He fighting 122 pounds, it's 126 pounds, and got people sitting in bathtub for 8 hours. And then he talking about some that Keith Thurman couldn't knock out Barrios. Yeah, because he wasn't sitting in the bathtub all night. Yeah, that's why. That's why Keith Thurman couldn't knock him out. Because he wasn't sitting in the bathtub all night. I don't know if this is a clickbait video or not, but they saying Demetrius Andrade is going to fight David Benavidez, or David Benavidez has agreed. Finally, David Benavidez has stepped up to the plate, in my opinion. I've heard that David Benavidez had an offer to fight Artur Beterbiev at 175. He turned it down, but yet he comes across and claims that he's the most ducked and feared man at 168. That may be false information, but at the same time, Demetrius Andrade is there. Fight Demetrius Andrade and let's see what you gonna do. Fight Demetrius Andrade, let's see what we gonna do. What you gonna do. Canelo is on, ain't no more Canelo sweepstakes. All y'all can cut that out. I keep telling y'all, all y'all are looking like broke baby mamas to Canelo. He don't want to deal with y'all. Y'all looking like broke baby mamas to Canelo. He don't want to talk. He don't want to do nothing with y'all. So you got to go out there and earn y'all way now. Which is good. Which is great. which is great. But I've been on too long. I just wanted to get on and talk to y'all, make a video real quick. I told y'all I'm gonna be coming back on strong, man. So y'all stay tuned. I thank y'all for y'all love and y'all support. Once again to D-Town Blaster, my brother. You just don't know. May God bless you and yours. May God bless you all. And I just pray y'all stay tuned to the channel for the sport that I love, that y'all love, and y'all be safe out here. If don't nobody love you, easy do, baby. I do. I'm out.